Hello everybody and welcome to GLHF episode number 30. Can I get a fist bump? 30 episodes of this? Wow, that means we've been doing it for 30 freaking weeks in a row. That's amazing. It's mind-blowing. So, in order to celebrate, I'm bringing you an amazing game to play. This is the F1 2012 demo. If you know nothing about F1, you probably live in the States. If you know a lot about F1, you probably live in the rest of the world. Thank you for joining us. I guess I should mention that half of our viewership lives in the US and the other half lives in the rest of the world. So half of you actually know what I'm talking about. F1's kind of fallen out of favor in the US, which is a great shame because I'm a huge F1 fan. I watch every single race. This season has been the best of all F1 seasons. It's so good. And those of you who watch know exactly what I'm talking about. But this game also reflects that. I just gotta say, this game is easily the best F1 game put out by Codemasters. Codemasters also do the dirt games, so they know how to do racing games well. And the last one, F1 2011, was really... yeah, I mean, it was good, but it was kind of bad, right? The game wasn't optimized at all. It ran terribly on computers. The frame rates were typically low. Mine stuttered a lot. I could barely run it on low settings. And then there were things like the fact that the game didn't really teach any new people coming into the genre. Like, if you had bought it on Steam and you lived in the US, you had no idea what F1 was, and you just kind of got thrown into this world. And, I mean, they were throwing names at you. They were throwing all these weird systems on the car at you, and you had no idea what they were talking about, and you kind of had to learn as you went along. In this game, they've gone a different direction. They actually have a young driver program, and it teaches you as you go, and we're going to take a look at that. In fact, we're going to take a look at the entire demo, and we're going to just go through the entire thing, so that way you can kind of see what this game is about. In fact, we can go over to career, and we can do the young driver test. I reset my demo just for this purpose. I've reset all the stats and stuff, so that way I have to go through all this, and you'll see how it goes. Now, I'm using a controller, and the controller's pretty amazing, but if I had a steering wheel, it would be much better. So that's my excuse for any bad driving you see. I apologize. It's hard to get on the throttle gently because it's a trigger, so stuff like that. But we shall see what this young driver test is all about.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi, the location for this year's Young Driver Test. Over the next 2 days, we'll go behind the scenes as we watch the teams put the next generation of potential Formula One drivers through a series of tests to uncover the next superstar. Ask any of the team principals whether outright speed is the sole requirement, and they'll tell you that consistency, feedback and attitude are equally important. Still, a few record times wouldn't hurt a driver's chances of securing a seat for next season. And right on cue, the first engine of the day has fired into life right below my commentary box. So I think we'll soon see a car out on track.
Oh, Crofty. If you guys don't know anything about him, he's one of the main commentators for F1, and he is brilliant. Oh, it already shows that I've done all this. Well, we'll do it anyways. You don't need to see the car introduction because that just tells me how to control the car, which you don't need to know because you don't have a controller in front of you. It's pretty basic, though. I guess I should also mention that my sticks, I've said this previously when I use my controller, my sticks have you can hear the clicking. It's got an adjustable tension on it, so it helps a lot for this game. I like to adjust the tension based on which track I'm driving. So they put you in Monza for the first race, and I really like it kind of tight because it helps with the turning. So let's see here. Straight line test. We'll get into that. Hopefully I turned up the voices enough for you to hear them. I think I did. Let's do it.
All complete. We're ready.
So you can already tell the game looks better than 2011 if you played that one. And the McLaren here. Stupid McLaren.
Okay, before we start, I want to let you know that you can change the camera position by pressing the change camera button. Try cycling through them until you find the one you like.
So as you would expect, you have multiple cameras. Front of the car,
If you want
in
to
the
change
car,
your camera or
top of
assist,
you.
You can do it from the pause menu whenever you want.
I like this camera
The
the
first
most.
test is a simple straight line aero test. Head down the track, accelerating past 160 miles per hour, then brake so that you come to a complete stop in the designated area. The engine is locked to lean, so it's down a little on power at the moment, but it'll give us a consistent reading.
Okay, so here we go. Once again, it's really hard for me to gently get on throttle. So it does that. The car sounds pretty bad when I get off the line like that. It won't when I get into the race. You'll see what I mean. But we're just going to go off over this direction and do exactly what he told me to do, which is to stop here.
Excellent work. We got some good data, and you're on the brakes at just the right time.
Like a boss. Like a boss. Hopefully I'm earning some street cred. I won't when I get to the turns, because it is difficult for me. Okay, let's get over to the Racing 101 video. This is just for you guys who have no idea what racing is all about. Shame on you. Here we go.
Modern Formula One cars have around 750 brake horsepower being sent to the rear wheels. The delivery can be very violent, so you must be careful to be smooth and precise with all your inputs so that you don't unsettle the car and cause a spin. At speed, the car's aerodynamics generate a lot of downforce, forcing the car to the track. To work efficiently with downforce, you should put a lot of force into the brake pedal initially, slowly reducing the pressure as they turn in for the corner, as you'll have less grip at this stage and be asking the tyres to work harder. When navigating a corner, stay as wide as possible before sweeping in to clip the corner's apex, taking as straight a line as possible. This allows you to get on the accelerator earlier and straighten up the car on the exit of the corner, slowly increasing the pressure on the accelerator as you exit the corner until you're confident the rear wheels will no longer spin, at which point you can use full power.
Easy enough. So that was the video. Look, I passed it. Yay! Okay. Hairpin turn test. That's actually not a hairpin turn at Abu Dhabi. That is Monaco. That picture is a lie.
Complete. Ready.
Okay, let's do this shindig.
Test, we need you to accelerate towards the hairpin corner, turn in at the correct point, hit the apex, and accelerate past 185 miles per hour.
This is going to be
the
bad.
corner. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, this is going to be bad, like I said. Here we go. Okay, we accelerated. Good, we got a tick for that. And we'll slow down. We'll go through the hairpin. Ooh. Ooh, almost let it slide. We're good. We hit the apex. We're good. We're good. We're good. And to the braking point. Like so. And just after the 100-meter board.
We got some good data. Your line and corner speeds are good.
Okay, so this is... I mean, if you guys played many racing games before, this probably will remind you of the... what's a good example? The Gran Turismo license test, kind of like that. So, gives you an idea. Look, I got a gold medal on this before.
All
I
set.
bet you I won't now. But the thing is, I have gotten it.
Okay. Time to try stringing together a couple of corners. Turn in so you hit the corner's apex and get on the gas early as you exit. It'll be against the clock this time, so we've turned the engine up to normal. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
Okay, well, here we go. It's gonna be fun. Ugh, that sounds awful when I start. Okay, in, apex, don't... Oh dear. Oh dear, okay. You know, we can actually back it up like a boss. You ready for this? This is a cool little, Yeah, I hit that apex nice, I hit that one nice, and then right there I need to come in. Because I don't want to get on the gas too early. And then we will do the same thing to that one. Oop, oop. Oh, almost lost it. Almost lost control. The game also features full damage, so if I hit the wall, it's pretty ugly. Let's just keep it at that. We don't want that to happen. I'm trying to beat 33. So let's do that. 30, 31, 32.
We got some good data.
Oh yeah.
And corner speeds are good.
Oh yeah. Got another gold medal. Wow, I'm doing way better than I thought I would while having to do that. Free dry run. Drive your car around the track in dry conditions or wet. Well, you've kind of seen dry conditions, but I'll show you them.
Cars prepared, let's go.
Like I said, we're going through the full demo, so I actually haven't done this part yet, so I don't know if the rain's going to like bog my computer down or not. We shall see when I get there. And go. Oh, there's a Red Bull in front of me.
Remember Remember that you can return to the garage at any time by selecting Return to Garage from the pause menu or by entering the pit lane.
Good to know. Thank you. I hate this pit lane. Okay, here we go. We're gonna accelerate out. I actually am not in control of my car. I have pit lane assist on because I'm terrible at it. Will it zoom out? That is the question. And there it goes. Now I have control of my car. We'll see this entire track. It'll probably be awful. But, I mean, it'll give you guys an idea. Ooh, cutting the corner a little bit there. Get out of my way, Red Bull. And on the throttle with some curves to get good straight line speed out of there. Coming up on the Ferrari here, see if I can pass him. Oop, I'm off the track, I'm off the track, I'm off the track. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the garage. That was... I wasn't actually... I was watching not to hit him more than anything. Let's try the wet run so you guys can see the weather. Because it actually does affect the car quite a bit. You see the wet tires on the car now. The blue stripes. Green is intermediate, so that's kind of for, like, wet conditions. We're not, like, damp. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, suddenly it's wet outside. But the problem, there's not a cloud in the sky. They must have been out here with the sprinkler systems. Shame on them. They're just trying to screw with us. But man, is this game pretty. Okay, so we're gonna go off this and be very careful not to spin. And we will come off over into the same turns, braking a little earlier than last time. Not getting on the throttle quite as aggressively. And this Red Bull is in my way. Look, get out of my way. Oh, how dare him. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. As you see, I can't, I'm hitting button, I can't open DRS because of wet conditions. We'll come up to this turn and actually make it this time, I swear, we got this. I do have the racing line on because it's difficult. It is a very difficult game. And learning the F1 racing line is actually, most F1 racing lines are typically different than racing lines for normal cars. So if you're used to playing like Gran Turismo or even Need for Speed, oh gosh, I wish you the best of luck when you get into this game. This is a simulator at its best. Try not to lock up my tires. Oh, this is actually a decent lap so far. I do like Abu Dhabi. Not my favorite track though. Oop, almost spinning. This is a very pretty looking game, I'm telling you. Oh man, does this game look better than 2011. And we will stop. I'm trying to be very careful not to spin. Or to blast past the Ferrari like I did previously. Oop, oh, and there we go. So we're just gonna go back to garage. So now that you've kind of seen that, let's actually get to a race. Okay, so as you see here, we have the Young Driver Test, which just did Season Challenge and Career. I can't get to Career, so we'll do the Season Challenge. Actually, I'm going to have to go reset this real quick. Don't mind me, otherwise it won't let me choose things properly. Profile? Profile. First name, Zen. Last name, Kiki. Restart Season Challenge. Yes. Thank you. Okay, back. Career. As you see, there's going to be multiplayer. You may have saw that down there. I'm kind of excited to play with people. We'll put it on medium. Williams. You know, I'm a huge fan of Bruno Senna, who races for Williams. Not so much Pastor Maldonado, but look, Williams is a pretty good team. At least they used to be a very good team now, but this year they've been doing decent. Okay, so first thing you do is you select a rival. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to select the current champion or a current leader in champion points of the current season, which would be Fernando.
Alonso is now your rival.
And I plan to beat him too. Oh, go back to that. And there's tons of stuff you can see here, like emails, news, standings. But you can go back to that, start it up. You get a few bits of information, so you can kind of learn a little bit about Fernando, learn a bit about Williams. I got welcome to Williams. Season, whatever, starts here. So there's just kind of cool stuff like that. Then there's also some pretty cool stats that you can switch through on the loading screens, make them more useful, I guess. So right into Monza, known as one of the fastest tracks. And it's going to put me right in my car, and I'm going to do the qualifying. We'll see if I can put together a good qualifying lap. Whatever I do, I'm not going to stop. Now, the car setup, you can get way more into setup in the actual game, but I'm just going to go with a low downforce setup because that's what this track calls for. We'll see what kind of lap I can put together on this first one. Whew. Pressure's on. Okay, here we go. Got to remember all my braking points. Let's do this shindig. DRS open. Let's open up with some curves. Straight line speeds. And braking. Braking. I said braking. Okay. Whew. Didn't brake as quick as I wanted it to. Easy on the throttle so I don't spin. Off over this direction. I know my steering's not so smooth. That's because I'm using, once again, the gamepad, which actually makes it quite difficult. Let's open up DRS. And braking. Into the chicane. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost lost it. Off of, oop. Gotta come out of that perfectly. Wow, that was actually pretty decent. I probably will never be able to do that again. I usually screw that turn up so bad. Used all my curves. I see that's a shadow in front of me. I don't know how their qualifying is actually going to work when the game is released, but currently the car in front of me who's qualifying is shown as a shadow, which is really nice because that means I'm not going to be bumping into them. That was one of the problems I've had previously, where I was on like the best qualifying lap ever, and someone would be in front of me, and then they'd be going real slow, and I'd have to go around them, and it screwed everything up. So we'll see what kind of lap this put together for me. Decent.
Day for us today. We're only 18th on the grid.
Decent.
Let's do better tomorrow.
But I'm gonna have to go out on a limb and say I did that on purpose, so that way I can show you a race from the back of the grid, because this is exciting. Yeah. Monza, nice and pretty. It's good that they put this on the demo for the first race you could do. Mostly because of the fact that the game, I mean, the demo just launched, and this was the previous race that actually just happened here. So let's just go to track.
Clear.
Man, this is a long video. Look, worth it. Worth it to show you this game. This is easily, after playing it, my favorite racing game. I can't wait for the game to actually come out. We're just going to skip that. I know, I'll be playing the heck out of it.
Our rivals can bring home an early advantage. It's race time.
All my goal is to beat Fernando. He's up at the front, so this is going to be a bit difficult. And I'm in 18th. It's pretty far back. We'll see what we can do from here.
We need to get the season off to a good start. You need to beat your rival today.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to get real aggressive here at the front without hitting anybody. Hopefully, we're gonna get on the outside of this. Come on, Slowpoke, get out of my way, Force India. Come on. A little crap on my wheels. And braking. Oop, getting a little squirmy. Outside. It's probably not the best line to take there. I'm gonna get off the line though. And try to work my way in between all these cars. Yeah, you better watch it, fool. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, Lotus. And braking, because these guys are all gonna brake super hard like that. Oh no. Okay, so this is a cool feature here. As you saw before, I could just say I want to start there because that's where I kind of screwed it up. And then brake behind him and not accelerating off of that little line there, so that way I don't totally spin my car again. Oh, I was going to try to outbrake him, but I didn't commit. Ooh, he is off. That was one of the sobbers, whatever you want to call them. Look, they're back on the thing. Green flag. Good. We're good to go. See if I can get past this Lotus. I'm going to outbrake him here. And braking. Just like that. Oop, hold it together, hold it together, hold it. Whew. There was a yellow flag, and now it's back to green flag. Somebody went off. Yellow flag means there's been an incident. Red flag means that there's basically the race is going to stop for a little bit. Green flag means that we're back on. So we're back on. I can overtake. DRS is not enabled yet. We're on lap 2 of 5. They only give us 5 laps on here. Not like the 50 whatever it is actually is. We're going to under brake just a little bit. Ooh, I'm cutting the corner there. Whoops. Let's not bump into him. It's Kurz. Try to get around the outside of him. It's a Red Bull. I think it's Mark Webber. Oh, ooh, that was a little bit of grass on my wheels. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm bad at this. Okay, here we go. Look, my engineer said it was a great move. Brake. Good. So I can bring this information up. You can see the temperature of my wheels and engine. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, get off me, fool. I think I have damage turned off. I don't know why. Maybe it's just turned off in the demo, but the damage in the game is actually quite real. That would have been a lot of damage there. So you can also see damage on the right-hand side, if there is any, and then just general information. Oop, that was bad. I think I missed the braking zone there. I'm just going to try to beat the Red Bull. That's really who I'm racing right now. But, I mean, 18th to 6th, so that was a pretty good start. Try to slingshot my way out of here. Oh, dear. Ooh, that was close. Don't want to use up my little flashback things, just in case. And... so they're being really clear there. I can't use DRS because I'm not 1 second ahead of the car in front of me, or behind the car in front of me. But the problem is, the car behind me is, so I have to defend my position because of that. You saw a little line in the grass from where I went off. It's hard to get these turns right using a gamepad. It's really hard to do it while commentating too, like that. I always screw that up. Okay. And then we'll see if we get this one right. Unlike last time. Probably could have gotten on the throttle a little earlier there. I just wasn't confident enough in the car's ability to stay on the road. See, the problem is I have traction control off, so I'm really trying to be careful. 'Cause a little too much throttle coming out of these can spin the car very easily. A little too much turning as well, which is why I said that for this track, I use my adjustable sticks on my gamepad, make it a bit more tight, so that way I have a bit more precision. And, oh, that was beautiful. That was way better than last time. That had to be a good time. What was my lap time on that one? Yeah, that was better. 3 seconds off of Massa, who's in front of me. So Ferrari. Ooh. And Fernando's in second, so I don't think I'm going to beat my rival. Believe it or not, I have won first on this. Last time I did it, I managed to get pole position. Win from the front. It's actually quite easy. But I didn't get a good qualifying position on that last one that I did. So unfortunately I started in 18th, but like I said, I'm in 6th, so that's pretty good. And it takes, holy cow, does it take a lot of focus not to totally screw this up. I mean, I could be driving a lot better than I am. But hopefully this is giving you a great idea of what the game is like. The cars are hard to handle because they are really like that. They're literally hard to handle. This ain't no Need for Speed. I'm sorry, Need for Speed is not a simulator. Need for Speed is an arcadey like racer. This is not. This is definitely a simulator. So you're adjusting your car between races on practice sessions. You're setting it up so that way you kind of get to where you like it. And it's one of those games that just consumes my life, really. I mean, you're looking at like an hour, over an hour for a single race if you do a full race. I mean, you could do 5 laps like we are doing here, but if you, oop, cutting that a little bit. If you're doing, say, the 50 some odd laps that are actually in this race, then you're looking at a little over an hour racing. And to focus like that and do pit stops and whatnot, changing your wheels, is really difficult, especially because the other thing about it being a simulator is that it simulates tire degradation. So you have to put heat in your tires in order to get grip, or in some cases on some circuits you're trying to not put any heat in your tire because they're going to degrade quicker. So you got to deal with tire degradation, you got to deal with fuel consumption, stuff like that. So by being a simulator, I really mean it's got a lot going for it. So if you're at all into racing games, I would highly suggest this. Whew. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I could be way better. I mean, Michael Schumacher's behind me. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. And can I get a good exit here? I think I can. And yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I know. I didn't beat Fernando. Oh well. Well, I hope that gives you guys a fairly good idea of the game. This is just the demo. That's all that's available in the demo. You can quickly go and get it from Steam. You can also pre-order the game, which is going to be amazing. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play against other people. This is going to be great. This game is going to be fantastic. Another note, just real quick, is the 2011 version used Games for Windows Live, which was terrible for matchmaking. This one is now going to use Steamworks, so it should be a lot better. So if you're concerned about that, don't be. It's going to be great. It's going to be a really good game. Thus far, I'm super impressed with this. This is well built. It's way better than the other 2 games that they made. I'm super impressed. My mind is blown. And it's perfectly fitting for the 30th episode of GLHF. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed. Go check out the demo. I'm going to go play this some more. And we shall see you guys next time.